topic I've chosen to talk about is cells. Within this topic, a key concept for students to understand is that all cells have different functions, sizes, and shapes. This is important for them to understand because in their biology courses in high school and university, they're going to be learning about different types of body systems and the different types of cells within those systems, and their ability to distinguish certain types of cells from a certain system can be very beneficial to their learning. The reason why cells have this variation between them is because they need this variation to carry out different processes that our bodies need to not only function on a day-to-day basis, but also to survive. You look at two different types of blood cells. You have a red blood cell and a white blood cell. A red blood cell is red in color, obviously, but it also has a disc shape, and it's because of that disc shape that allows it to carry oxygen throughout the body to other parts. With white blood cells, they are more focused on defending our body against pathogens, and within the topic of white blood cells, there are at least 6 different structures of different types of white blood cells within them that fight different pathogens and help our bodies fend off diseases and things like that. So as a teacher, you could simply, to gauge your students' knowledge of cells before the class, you could ask them to name all the different cells in the body that they know of, as well as any similarities between those cells and anything that makes them unique or different, and any variation. Some misconceptions about cells are that there's just one sort of generic cell. They usually think that a cell is just a blob and it has organelles, a nucleus, and all that. I don't know where this misconception comes from. I think it might be because when we're growing up as kids on TV shows, especially like shows as in the Magic School Bus, you don't see the different types of cells, you just kind of see a blob. So maybe that's where it comes from, I'm not really sure. And how a teacher can assess their students is by making a chart with various cells in it. So you could have red blood cell, you could have skin cells, you could have muscle cells, and within that chart there's certain categories that students have to figure out facts about them. So it could be you have to find out a function of the cell, what the structure looks like, where in the body these cells are most likely to be found, as well as any other unique facts about them. The students can go about this by looking at pre-prepared slides under a microscope to get the structure of it, or looking at a textbook or any other online research resources that they can use to gather this information. So that would be my lesson for cells, and that is why understanding variation of the cells is very important for students.